Okay, in this tutorial we'll go ahead and show you a few things about formatting graphs. If you look at the Formatting Graphs tab that we have here, we have two columns with date and income. If we want to go ahead and make a plot of those, the first thing we typically do is we're going to be inserting a graph here. We've got to select the data, so until you come through here you're going to select that data by clicking and dragging. Now when you click and drag, as you can see, it takes quite a while for all this to move all the way down. And so I'm going to actually show you another way that's a little more simple as we get down to the bottom here. So once we get down to the bottom, actually go to the top, and I'll show you this easier way to do this. If instead of the whole thing by clicking and dragging, you just click and drag the first two, that first row in the columns of interest, and then you're going to hold down the shift key and double click. That's going to select all your data of interest there. So once that's done, now we want to go ahead and insert a chart, and so we have column, line, pie, bar, area, and scatter. In this case we're going to do a scatter graph. Now first thing you'll notice is that this data here is kind of all bunched up in here, so you can't actually read the dates real well. We'll fix that, as well as we're going to add a title for the horizontal axis down here and the vertical axis, as well as get rid of that legend. So first thing is going to the Layout tab. When you click on a chart, it's going to come up with Design, Layout, and Format tab under Chart Tools here. So up top, right there, that's where we're going to look for all this stuff. Under Layout, I'm just going to go to Legend and turn off, so that just gets rid of all that. Now as you get rid of that legend, we can already see that it actually expanded, and so we actually have a little more room there. We'll still show you how to work with those if you want to spread them out even more. Next thing we'll do is we're going to go ahead and actually add axis titles. So you can add chart title, axis title, again legend, data labels, things of that nature. Under axis titles, if we go to horizontal, primary horizontal axis title, we'll put the title below the axis, and then on the other side under vertical axis you can have rotated vertical title or horizontal title. This one we'll just do rotated. So that's going to bring up your two axis titles. You can double click in there and change all those values, and I'll leave you that for you to do. One other thing I want to show you though, down here, if we wanted to spread this out a little more, I'm just going to right click and format axis. Now this is going to show you the minimum and maximum, so we could actually change up here what proportion of the data we want to look at. So if we wanted to change it, it's a little hard to do with dates, but if I only wanted to look at from 40,000 to 4,100, so we're only looking at 100 dates there, and if I hit enter, you can see that we changed the values here. Again, these are nice and tight in here, so if we wanted to format that, right now it's at fixed, so it's at 20 days. This represents the 20 days in between each one. Let's say that we wanted to go ahead and just dump that up to 40, hit enter, and that just spreads out those values a little more. So those are just a few pieces. This gets you into the right area for formatting your graphs, and make sure to remember to look under the chart tools, or when you click right in here on specific aspects, you can format that on the graph itself.